podcast where every night we guide you on a gentle, captivating journey to relax and drift into a deep sleep. Tonight's story will take you to a mysterious world where stars are not just tiny dots in the sky, but companions in our dreams. Find a quiet spot, relax, and let your mind join us on this journey. Part 1, Stepping into the Silent Universe. You've likely gazed at the sky on a calm night, admiring the twinkling stars, haven't you? Have you ever wondered where those stars come from, and do they have a story of their own? In the vastness of space, there exists an invisible kingdom that few people know about, the home of the stars. These stars are not just burning balls of light. They are magical beings that carry within them the power to shape our dreams. In a small village on a distant planet, there lived a little girl named Luma. Luma wasn't an ordinary girl. She was the keeper of the night stars, tasked with making sure that the stars lit up the sky each night, so they could bring dreams to those who slept. Every night, Luma sat by her window, gazing up at the vast sky, choosing special stars to light up. But these stars weren't always easy to awaken. They had moods of their own, sometimes burning bright and strong, and other times fading to a dim flicker. It was Luma's job to help these stars find their light. Again, one evening, as the moonlight bathed the mist-covered mountains, Luma felt the presence of a unique star, Astra. Astra wasn't like the others. Astra had always been a star that shone brightly, but tonight its glow had faded, as though hiding a deep secret. Luma decided to leave her little house and step into the night, walking down the long path toward Astra. She passed through fields filled with glowing flowers, each blossom open under the soft glow of the stars, creating a scene so beautiful it could have been a painting. The fragrance of the flowers lingered in the air, calming Luma's mind, as if all worries had disappeared in the peaceful space. When Luma finally reached Astra, she noticed something strange. Astra was no longer the only star in the sky. Other stars nearby were beginning to fade as well, as if something was blocking their light. "Luma, you've come at just the right time," Astra's voice echoed in Luma's mind. "There's a dark wave spreading through the universe. It comes from a faraway place, a place where dreams have been forgotten. Can you help us?" Luma looked up at Astra, whose light was now very faint. She realized that this was not going to be a simple task. The stars needed her more than ever, and so Luma decided she would not return home until she found a way to save the stars and bring light back to the night sky. Part 2, The Dark Wave. Luma continued her journey through strange realms where stars lay dormant in the darkness. She could feel the unease in the air, as if the entire universe was experiencing a restless, disturbed sleep. The dark wave seemed to be swallowing everything, threatening the dreams of all those asleep. She stopped at one particularly large star named Orus, the brightest in its galaxy. Orus had once been a mighty star, but now its glow was only a faint shimmer. "Luma," Orus spoke, "this dark wave began from a star far away, a star that has been forgotten. If we don't find a way to save it, the entire universe will fall into an endless sleep." Luma thought for a moment and decided to continue her journey, and to find that forgotten star, the one that had lost its shine, the one where dreams were no longer being lit. Part 3, The Forgotten Star. Luma's journey led her across vast stretches of empty space, where the stars seemed to be fading into the endless darkness. The dark wave grew stronger with each passing moment, as though it were trying to swallow every bit of light in its path. But Luma didn't give up. She knew she had to keep going, her heart beat in time with the rhythm of the universe guiding her toward the forgotten star. For a long journey, Luma arrived at a place unlike any she had seen before. The skies here were a deep, shadowy purple, and the stars that remained were dim, like old memories of once brilliant lights. In the center of this silent space was a single dark star, its surface blackened, with no glow to speak of. This was the forgotten star. Luma approached the star slowly, her breath calm and steady. As she got closer, the star seemed to whisper to her, its voice faint and distant, as though it had been waiting for her. "Why have you come, little one?" the star asked in a voice full of sorrow. Luma stood still, her eyes filled with compassion. "I've come to bring your light back. The universe needs your glow. Your light brings the dreams of the world to life." The forgotten star sighed, its voice filled with deep sadness. "I was once bright, once full of dreams, but I lost my purpose. I am no longer needed. The dreams of the universe have faded, and so have I." Luma knelt before the dark star and gently touched its cold surface. "You are needed. she said softly. Without you, the dreams cannot exist. Without you, the stars will fade, and the universe will be lost in darkness. You have not lost your purpose, you just need to remember what it is. For a long time, the forgotten star remained still, absorbing Luma's words. The dark wave continued to ripple through space, but for a moment everything seemed to pause. And then, slowly, the forgotten star began to tremble. A small, faint glow started to flicker from its surface. Luma smiled, her heart swelling with hope. You see, she whispered, you are still here. Your light has always been there, waiting to shine again. The glow of the star grew stronger with each passing second, pushing back the dark wave that had threatened to swallow the universe. It wasn't long before the forgotten star shone as brightly as it had before. Its light spread across the sky, and the stars around it began to twinkle once more, as if waking up from a long slumber. As the dark wave receded, Luma felt a sense of peace settle over her. The stars were safe again, and the dreams of the world could continue. The forgotten star, now glowing with brilliance, spoke again, its voice warm and full of gratitude. Thank you, Luma. You've reminded me of who I am. I will never forget again. Luma nodded, a soft smile on her face. We all forget sometimes, but as long as there are those who remember, the light will always return. Part 4. The return to the night sky with the dark wave finally gone. Luma stood before the now illuminated star, her heart at peace. She knew her job was done. The stars were shining brightly, once more, bringing the dreams of every person to life. But it was time for her to return home. As she made her way back through the starlit fields and misty mountains, Luma felt a warmth in her chest. She knew she had made a difference. She had helped bring back the light to the universe, and in doing so, she had reminded herself of the most important lesson, that no matter how dark things might seem, there is always light to be found. Back in her little home, Luma sat by the window, gazing up at the sparkling sky. The stars twinkled brightly above, their glow strong and steady once more. She knew that the dreams of the world were safe, and that the stars would continue to light the way for all those who slept. As Luma closed her eyes, ready to rest after her long journey, she felt a sense of calm wash over her. The stars, her friends, were still out there, watching over the world. And with that thought, she drifted into a peaceful sleep, knowing that the universe was once again at peace. End of the story. I hope this continuation works for your podcast. It brings the story to a satisfying conclusion, while leaving room for a peaceful, dream-filled sleep. If you want to add more details or make any changes, feel free to let me know.